What up, family? Guys, poor dad, Swin Mary Lee. Today is Thursday, 12/59, December 11, 2025. 77% on my phone, go all the way to 101. Look, this real talk, Mary McNamara's. A lot of people be like, I got my P.H.D. But in the streets, that's your player haters degree, right? Now, I was looking at real OGs, with the OGs, with Rick and Bishop Magic Juan or whatever from Chicago. And, he talked about, Bishop Magic Juan talked about having this girl that worked for him. And she was about to, this guy wanted to date her. And she turned him down and he shot her 5 times. And she was rushed to the hospital. Her mother came to visit. And Bishop showed up. And, she was like, Daddy, if I could, I'd go out there and get your money and stuff. And her mom was like, what did you do to my daughter? And he talking about that's just pure dedication. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't pimping, nigga. That's crazy. Real talk. That's crazy. It's 1 o'clock. Long story short, I'm a Mac. Okay, I remember when I was younger, I was on the west side. Some car pulled up. I was going to visit a friend. And I ran and I told some pimp was trying to get me in the car. And I was a teenager then. So, they said the west side is the best side, but they messed up the game. He claimed he's a mentor for Snoop. Well, if that's the case, why is Snoop getting all these young people high? You understand what I'm saying? He was also 101. He was also a preacher, and he said he stayed sober for 12 years or whatever the case, had a church for 3 or whatever. So he all on Vlad. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go probably all the way to 106. He all on VLADTV. You understand what I'm saying? He's 75 years old. He said he's the reason for hip hop. You understand? And I'm the originator of rap since the age of 8, 1975. See, they heard my voice in 1995. Their ego shrunk. Y'all remember Pimps Up, Hoes Down? The stripper in there? I remember seeing her back in the day, and I threw her some money and stuff while she was doing her thing or whatever. I wouldn't doubt that I'm the reason why strippers, you understand what I'm saying, is making the most like they are right now. He talking about sending his girls from Chicago to Hollywood and stuff. You understand, places they never thought they can go. If I was a pimp, Oprah Winfrey be my bottom, you know what? You understand what I'm saying? I put Michelle Obama in the White House. You understand what I'm saying? But see, they didn't want me to make it. They was killing girls that look like me. They also had in Pimps Up, Hoes Down, a stud, that was aggressive. And, and I was cool back in the day. Real talk. I ain't call myself a pimp. I sold general merchandise. He made it seem like his girls making $100 ain't what's what. Ain't what's up. They bringing him 5,000, this, that, and the third, or whatever and stuff. And I'm like, I believe he got a couple of his girls from the west side in here. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk on my floor, monitoring to me, trying to figure out what's going on. Because I got my first black eye on the west side, on Homan and Roosevelt at the Walgreens. They shut it down. Yeah, because I believe he had something to do with it. Real talk. They always been trying to get me to, you know what they say. You know what they say in the pimp game. Purse first, ass last. So, they robbed me of my rap legacy, thinking I'm going to be out there selling. But you know what Tupac said? And you know not to treat me like a hoe. Real talk. So, I got the gift of gab and this, that, and the third, but I don't use it for that, negative energy and stuff like that. You could tell the real ones from the fake ones and stuff. And I don't like talking, for myself. So that's why I give people the scripture. He called God in so many words a pimp. You understand what I'm saying? I'll put the description put the video in the description of this video. Real talk, they just had the 50th annual Players Ball or whatever. Not too long ago. He's supposed to be retired or whatever and stuff. He damn near died doing COVID and all that. You know, because he messed up, you know, the city. You know, when I stepped down in 2008, that's when ghetto gaggers and all that came out. They couldn't wait to disrespect the girls. You know what the guy in Pimps Up, Hoes Down, the white so-called pimp, was his name, White Folks. I saw him when I was selling merchandise on in Uptown at this strip mall, and he was, you know, selling his a book for $100 or whatever and stuff. And he was like, you know, he told me, how did he say, I am a rest haven for hoes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was allowing girls to go to school, this, that, and the third. I was messing up the pimp game pretty much. You understand? By allowing people to get sober and not manipulating their mind and woo out the bam. I was in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm a salesperson. I sold general merchandise. I paid my bills. I wasn't thinking like no street mentality type stuff, but they saw me as a threat and had to, you know, eliminate the competition. And that's why I'm at a trap building right now with a bunch of hoes and most of my guys that needed rest because they was out there on Hoe Man in Roosevelt selling their private parts too. Don't run no game on me. So here go the Bible. All you mugs. I'm number one. This is Isaiah chapter 1. And if you go right here, Songs of Solomon, that's chapter 8 right there. Originator of rap since the age of 8, 1975. Nigga, you beat me. You know what I'm saying? They've been trolling me since forever. Real talk. It's the 12. Color purple. Got Oprah. Who she is. You understand what I'm saying? This the 9, and this the proof. She was born January 29th. Like I said, she's my bottom. You know what? Nigga, you could never beat me in this pimp game. I've been doing this, if that's what you want to call it, since 1984, since the age of 17. Now, what motherfucker you got that you can say make more money than Oprah? For real. 106. Park your ass, nigga, and keep it there. Peace.